Hi everyone, how's everybody doing? Yeah, good, inspiration. So, I'm a storyteller. That's who I am by definition. The real art, the real art is your life, your reality, the state of things around you, and how you arrive in the Venn diagram of the same, with the language of the time there is. Physics, chemistry, biology, mathematics was life till 19. I love science. Did not know anything other than that, and the beauty of how you see the world through the knowledge of the field. Coming from a family heavily invested in the sciences, I realized at 20, that art is the way to understand. Art is the way to understand and make sense of the world around you. So today, I was right there when I delved into art for the first time. I was 19. I didn't know anything about art. I didn't know A about art. So today I thought, let me take you to a ride, to a journey where I began my artist endeavor and my own journey as an artist. So I'm going to perform two pieces, which these are the only two pieces I've written for the first time ever. I took stage. That was back in 2016. And this is how it goes. And for everybody trying to get inspiration from the person right now sitting on this chair, trying to have a stage setup as a writer and a reader, remember one thing. If you like something, just do it. Things make sense themselves. You just go ahead, do it, ask for help, learn something, and just do it. And there are people who love you, and I hope you love me too. So I'll be performing two poems, and you have been receiving all kinds of inspiration, all kinds of leadership, all kinds of what to do things in life properly. But let me take you back to a journey of love and innocence, to a journey when you were 18, 19, or 20, when you first fell in love, just that moment, when you first fell in love. And that moment when you, at 20, start to question the world around you, and you figure out that at 20, you're still a child. You are 10 at heart, and you still have to go about your day like you are 20. Like I still am 10. I won't lie. I have to talk in such a way that I'm 23, but I'm 10. And for me, it was more like, let's express yourself, because that's what art is. Remember, that's a definition if anybody's looking for any definition of art. The first piece, before I go ahead, we do something as called snapping in spoken word, where you snap your fingers. Chutki bajana, people know. So what you do is, if you appreciate a paragraph, if you appreciate a statement, a sentence, you start snapping. And you keep it rhythmic. We all have rhythm, right? We all have rhythm. And you do it in such a way that I feel that we are connected. And it adds to the rhythm of the poetry. So, just for 10 seconds, let's have a round of snapping because it's the last performance. Yeah? 1, 2, 3, go. Come on. It's cold out there. Can people smile looking at me right now? I know it's been a long day for you. Yeah? You see this person here is like a bit nervous, huh? Thank you. Means a lot. Remember, art is honesty. The first poem, it's titled, I'm a 10-year-old trapped in a body of 20. My rhyme schemes were difficult. I didn't know any rhyming schemes. I had all the data of maths. I thought, maths and poetry. Let's try. I'm a 10-year-old trapped in a body of 20. You will snap if you like something. Please do. I'm a 10-year-old trapped in a body of 20. I'm a 10-year-old trapped in a body of 20. 20 reasons that I still miss school, climbing monkey bars and skipping school. I'm a 10-year-old trapped in the body of 20. 21 times daily when I wake in 22 awkward position, my mind makes me take thinking for the first time I learned to skate. The bruises and falls I used to take. I'm a 10-year-old trapped in a body of 20. 23 ways. 23 ways when I used to play different ball games we friends used to invent in 24 minutes before my parents took me on against the wishes of my own, remembering crying while going back home. I'm a 10-year-old trapped in a body of 20. When solving math, when solving math was just child's play, 25 plus 26 was same as 3 multiplied 1 7, and watching Beyblade was all I used to care. I'm a 10-year-old trapped in a body of 20. 27 different sketches I made. 27 different sketches I made using crayons and pastel colors my mother let me purchase. That gave me a smile which nothing could ever take. I'm a 10-year-old trapped in a body of 20. Enough of numbers, I say. Enough of numbers, I say, remembering the sweater my grandmother used to make for me. Oh yes, for me, which was better than any brand name you could take. I'm a 10-year-old trapped in a body of 20. A single water gun, a dozen water balloons, and your face was all I needed to paint my favorite picture. Holi was more like an excuse to run after my best friends with eggshells and grease marks all over my palms. I'm a 10-year-old trapped in the body of 20. 28 mysterious expressions. 28 mysterious expressions, 29 incomplete conversations, and 30 precious moments it took me to realize that I was in love with her. For whom? For whom I can act like a mime for all my life, for her to smile. For whom 31 letters I could write using 32 tissue papers as the last one carried a kiss so fine, like she was honey to my beehive. I'm a 10-year-old trapped in a body of 20. 33 was a number I dreaded. 33 was a number I dreaded. It used to mark a person who had failed to pass a subject. I wondered, and I wonder, if a single addition of a number to someone's life could define him or her as a successful one. Odd numbers are odd for a reason. Think. I say, let's talk about the number 69. Let's talk about the number 69. 23 multiplied 3 takes 2 to tango. We know, as to all the smirks in my biology class, the show's not over until you blow the musical instrument. Six strings, 2 chords, 1 plectrum, and a long lost memory was all it took me to write my first song. Melodious it was. Speechless, it left her. Let's kiss, she said. And so we did. Thank you, guys. The next story is about my first ever love in life. I'll be honest. It's very hard to talk about love in all its honesty of how it actually happened to you. It's very hard to share in today's world how love came in your life for the first time. I was a geek till 20. I didn't care about love. I was happy with maths and science. I was really happy with maths and science. And it happened for the first time, and I was like, I have to tell people how it happened. Because I didn't know how it was happening back in that day. So for me, it's just how it happened. And that's, I hope, I turned it to a beautiful memory because it went away. And I hope you can gather something from it because it's how it happened. It's called 3 Days. I I would have never believed if someone sometime had told me that to know you and to fall in love with you, all it will take is 3 days. When I first saw you, when I first saw you, the world turned yellow and the other things gray. What was it? How did it happen? That's a conundrum for the Suicide Squad to solve, I think. It started with your name. It started with your name, 4 syllables, and a smile can cast such a spell. 4 syllables and a smile can cast such a spell. Even Medusa fears your power, my lady. I approached you. I approached you, and later you told me it was gutsy. I really appreciate people doing that. I really appreciate people doing that. An honest heart, an honest heart is only a song titled These Days, she said. But for me, it was a rare Pokemon I was trying to get in my last Pokeball. But alas, how would you know? I have a thing for ethnic, I told her. I have a thing for ethnic, I told her, an ethnic she was wearing the day we first met. And her earrings. My goodness. These things to you all might seem childlike, but to me, it works as a love potion which is as strong as Emotentia and as surreal and humbling as watching a double rainbow in your life for once. Then we started talking. Then we started talking. You hated coffee. You hated coffee. I loved it. You get repelled by sports. I can play football for hours. I was fond of the rain. You found it intolerable. Do you see any hope in this conversation so far? Because I didn't. I didn't. There was no crack in the wall for the light to pass this time. Then gradually, then gradually we started walking, and maybe the endorphins did their magic or the lane. The sun started to rise, and I began to feel your warmth. You were smitten by drummers, I was luckily one. We both loved the color blue, and I wanted to swim in the blue of your eyes afterwards. But I think the endearment for green tea was the real icebreaker here. Daily, daily to meet you, I used to drive 20 miles, but thinking about our first kiss and a warm hug. The travel was made pretty smooth. The travel was made pretty smooth, I must say. I must say I was hooked onto you. The only difference was this time things directly hit the heart, the thunderbolt. And the high was such to sleep was to dream, and to dream was to think just about you, mademoiselle. You, you teach blind kids. You teach blind kids lifting the darkness in front of their eyes, but I don't know why when I used to touch you, it was like reading a set braille code saying you're only mine, my love. Your fear of dying old and the attraction towards the idea to die young struck me like a devil's wish. Sylvia Plath being your favorite poet and cigarettes being your best friends, I think I was just reduced to the flame of the lighter in your pocket. Inessential but necessary. You're a painter. You're a painter, you paint canvases from dreams which erupts inside your heart like the beauty of the first tear from your eyes and the flowery fragrance of your soul, and something as mesmerizing as the call of a nightingale for her lover. Paint me. Paint me in one of your canvases as a tigress looking for her cubs, as an eagle protecting her nest, a peacock dancing under the rain, as a shoe without a shoelace, and monkeys doing kickflips and raccoons mischievously stealing someone's dinner. You couldn't get attached to people. You couldn't get attached to people, meaning it wouldn't matter if the next day we weren't together, shattered my heart to pieces. And maybe this time, I never want to pick them up. It's you. It's you, I understand you also have a thing for women. It was honest of you to be upfront with me. It was honest of you to be upfront with me, and I can only say thanks to you for being you and not to turn me into an expired passport waiting to be thrown away in a bin. But seeing your love for women, I wish I'd been born a girl. Hashtag rainbow love. Then suddenly, it all ended. You made the call. I complied. It's fair to say I wanted more. It's fair to say I wanted more because Neruda love it was. And all I wanted to do to you what was spring dust to cherry trees. That was the idea when I knew you were the one. But such is life, victims without faults. If such black swans there be, black sheep, dark street, where did you go, my love?